Right, so today I'm gonna try and change the dryer, but I need to get rid of the horn so I can get to the bolt on the bottom. But before I undo the bolt that's holding it, I need to get the I don't know what size that is, 17 maybe. And before I even do anything, the in is on the left side because there's an in and an out. So let me see if I can get this out. Because it needs to come out this way once you take it out. But before I loosen that, I want to loosen these on the top so it'll be easier to remove them. Now for the condenser, I'm going to leave mine alone. I don't think I'm going to change it because it looks fine even though it's old. It looks in pretty good shape. So I'm going to leave that, and then on the bottom there's another two O-rings. Not two, or another O-ring that I need to get to, and the ones in here as well. So I'm trying to not drop that, but first thing that's gonna happen is probably gonna drop. So let me stop the video here and then continue it later because I need to plug this. Alright, so this is a 19, and let's see, righty tighty, lefty loosey. There we go. So 19 it is. Let's see if I can get it in here. Alright, there's that. Where's the O-ring on that one? I can barely get my fingers in there. There we go, I can go from under. There we go. Okay, there's that O-ring. So let me see. Okay, it's recording. There we go. Okay, there's a O-ring, which is pretty flat by now. So that's one there. And let's see, where's the other one? Right there. Just gotta push that because there's a little part of the tube in there. So now I guess I want to go and loosen this one up. I want, is that a 10? Kind of looks like it. Sideways though. Let me go get that. Alright, let's see. Okay, it is a 10, but it's facing back that way. Let me see if it'll come up. No. So they corroded, so it's making it a little harder to take out. Can I move it? Yeah. Nope. Still. I'm just loosening it up. I don't want to take it all the way out. Okay, there it goes. It's out. Push this back. And can it come up the top? Almost, but not quite. So, let's see here. It won't go down either. Bear with me. Looks like we gotta open it up. Okay. And expand the clamp. Well, it's not too bad. Here's the bolt right there. Oh, I like that. Alright, so now I can expand that and try to get that out. Through this side. Maybe. It's got the hole, but it's not big enough. So, and the reason it can't go down is because the pipe is in the way. So, expand the clamp. That's the only way we're going to do it. And there it is. Alright, I accidentally turned it off, but there you go. Here is the dryer, and you have to completely take out the bolt. Where am I? Bolt, and then expand the clamps and take it out to the side here. I took out the horn to give more space, and so these are the O-rings. Looks like that's the size I need. Okay, it's on number 2. It's on this side. Before I do that, let me check the size here. Kind of looks like it. Well, that was more than I thought it would have, but there you go. There's a new dryer, even though well, it's kind of crappy, but it was under pressure, so it's all good. And I'm just trying to check the O-rings. So I had an O-ring, pretty crappy one at that, and this side doesn't have one. Let's see if it did. No, I don't think that was it. That wasn't an O-ring, it was just the plastic here. Okay, well, I need to get that out because sizes are a little different from this one and that one. So let's test this. So this one fits better. On that one, the smallest one fits better, but that's why I'm checking these. So we'll go with the 6.07 by 1.78 size. So let me get that sorted. Alright, I got that side in. Thought it wasn't the right one, but it is. You just gotta get that right in there, nice and straight, and just kind of wiggle it until you get the thread going. But that one is in, so now I'm working on this side. I think I dropped my bolt again for the bottom, but you gotta get them on there first, or else they won't thread in right. So I was just installing this new dryer, but I ran into a problem. Goes in like this. The end part is on the left. The other side is the out, obviously. But if you look closely, these have a taper. This Universal does not. I got it because it said it would fit a 91 Miata. This side I was able to screw it in with my fingers. This one I've been struggling to go in there, and then this side, no matter how I do it, it just will not go in. So this thread is really not great on this side, because if you look at this one, this is the OEM. It has a nice taper on it on both sides, and this one does not. So I've been fighting it, just trying to get it in there, just with my fingers, not to bend anything. So I'm going to see if I have a die for this one, so I can hopefully fix the thread a little bit. I need to figure out what size it is, and I also need to figure, let me see, measure the size and then the pitch to see if I have a top and die or just a die for this one. I don't have a set, so let me see what I can find. But yeah, keep that in mind. If you can't get this on there with your fingers, don't force it, because it's going to be this thread that's doing a number. Bummer. What was like a 10-15 minute job just turned into, I don't know, an hour or two now, just because of that. Alright, so we're gonna try to do a taper on both ends. This one works fine, but gonna give it a little more taper. This one I already did, has a couple of steps, so I'm gonna try and do it faster and see if we can get that done a little smoother. Make sure you have safety glasses, because this thing goes all over the place. Alright, so that's one side. I'm not gonna go too deep, but it's not as smooth as I would like, but that should be enough to get the other um, piece on here easier. Yeah, it does. There's just no way to get a smooth edge as you would think. It is taper though. That's what we want, just so that it's easier to put the other one in, and then I'll come back with the top, which I did get. And so I'll go ahead and run a what do you call it, sandpaper on it to smooth it out. But I still have the space for the O-ring, and now I have a taper, so it'll be easier to put those other two sides on, which is where I was having a hard time with this one. Alright, so this is the worst thread I had to make. I did order the hold on tool, but for the tab here, let me see my recording app. I had to use this one like this in order to get through it, because of that there's no way you can hold it with anything else. So I finally got through, backing it out to hopefully have a final thread that works. So it should work now. I keep going over it just to clean it up. Should be a 16 M16, since I did measure it, but I don't know. I did measure the thread and it was a 1.52, so should be correct. Now, clean this out. So as you can see, I did the taper on this with that other tool. Excuse me. Which should help get the other piece on here. But yeah, that thread is now much better now. So I should be able to get this one. This one was going in, but I gotta do this side as well, because see, now it goes in nice and smoothly, and this one wasn't even going in before, so that's good. I went as far as I could. Don't want to go too far, and I don't think I can still go a little more. Try that. Just want to make sure I don't go over what I shouldn't be going over. I mean, going over the same thread, but I still have a little more, so let me give that a try. Just want to make sure it sits completely on there. It's almost, yep, I hit it right there. So we're gonna back it up. Just back it up, and now the whole full thread is completely cleaned. As you can see, now I can back it up by hand, so that means that thread is good. So this M16 I bought seems to be working, and then I have my thread redone. I have my taper like the original here, so I have a taper in there now, so it'll make it easier to get the other piece. Now I gotta do this side, because I did a taper and, well, I need to clean it again. I also need to clean this side because it's not it's crooked. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. Looks like looks like it's on there, so let's see. Just want to make sure it's straight. So as you can see, it's not very smooth, just trying to get this on there. So if it grabs a couple of threads right, that's all you need. And okay, I think I got one there. Just want to make sure it goes in straight. That looks straight, that looks straight. So let me try it. I had to do it on both sides because for whatever reason they're very shallow, and I didn't be looking at it. I don't know, I mean, I measure that, so I'm just gonna do that because they're not very smooth. And so I want to just basically cover all of this in case you run into this and you can't get those other side into your universal, then you might have a problem with this thread being wonky. So you have two options. You can fix them like I'm doing, or you can send it back and get another one. Unfortunately, my return window closed, so I can't send it back, and that's why I'm fixing it, so I can try to use it. Okay, sorry about that, but that's as hard as the other one was too, so it's gonna take some doing to get these threads to go smoothly. As you can see, I'm kind of stuck. I need to get the bigger one. I need more leverage on this, so let me do that. All right. little too far. Mm-hmm. All right, I think I got a little more grip on it. Maybe. Okay, this one's too big. It's not letting me move. Do one more. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't want to jive. And it's still straight. So let me figure something else here. Come on. Come on, you. You're almost there. You're almost there. A little more. So now you guys know why it's taking me forever to get this AC done, or at least this conversion. Something always comes up. Almost. Not quite. Alright, let me. Come on. Almost finished. back this thing up. Okay, that goes in pretty good. Okay, that one's still tight going on there. Come on, get in there. Why is that so tight? Still. Tapers are done. Threads are done. Now let me see if this is gonna fit this one. Can't even get a space on here enough to put it on there correctly. There's not enough space on that one. How about this one? Yeah, thread's correct, but there's not a lot of space here for me to actually clean it without redoing this thread, though those threads are clean. So that one has a lower cut, which is good because you can actually fix it, as you saw that. But these are too, this is too high for me to try to clean this thread. This is the old one, but so that's why it doesn't matter. The one that matters is the no one here. Now all my threads are clean, and that's what we want, because that's why I couldn't install it. Stupid threads. So either side. Yep, that's the in, as you can see, which goes this way, and this is the out. And I just have to center that other one. Come on, where does it get stuck here though? This one's straight. It works with this side. Should be fine on either side, but come on. There we go. So just wants to give me a hard time. So that's why you need the taper, because if you don't have the taper, it'll be even harder to get this in there. All right, let me get this side clean. Should be fine either way. I don't know why this side is tighter though. Better be the same. Both sides, right hand threads. Why is this one not working right? It's freaking tight. Anyways, I'm not gonna bore you with that. I'm just gonna stop the video here. So I finally got this to go in without too much hassle. To line it up right. There we go. So you can see my die on the inside. It's pretty good, nice and smooth. And there is that side. So let's check out the opposite side. This one was being a little stubborn. Takes a little doing at first, but everything else is smooth, just like the other one. So there you go. Finally got this one threaded correctly. Now I have to install it, but that's for another video. One thing I did forget to mention is how it sounds. This is new. Can't hear anything. This is the old one. You can actually hear it. So that's the difference between the new one and the old one. You can hear that moving there. there. So yep, it was time to replace it. So there you go. So I finally got the threads fixed. I got the dryer in. Yep, threads were bad, so I had to do both sides to make sure they went in. I did the taper, and it was easier to get it installed now. It just took me no less than 5 minutes. However, I lost that screw. I don't know where the heck it went. That holds it. And if you look at the hose down there, there's still a couple of O-rings that I need to change. So it's like two more hoses on the back or two more uh, joints, I guess. So I'll do that another day because I gotta lift the car. And right now, I'm still getting over this other cold that I got, or sore throat. So I'm gonna leave that for later. I'm gonna look for another screw because I can't find it for the life of me. I can't remember where it went. So it wouldn't be a fun without losing one of the screws off, obviously. But there you go. It's doable. My 30-day closed because I had to go out, so I was able to fix it. Now it's nice and snug in there, so it's not going anywhere. This is the horn that I gotta put back on, but I still gotta get the screw, and unfortunately I think it's like facing that way on the back or the front, so it makes it a little harder to get your hands in there. But other than that, that's it for this stupid dryer. So